Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Medieval 2 Total War, where obviously Portugal are just being stupid and sort of potentially invading Ireland and Wales in a two-pronged attack, because they just bloody feel like it. But yes, we've been betrayed, well not really betrayed, but attacked for literally no reason by the Spanish, who decided they want to go for a little French town for some reason, I don't bloody know. Do I want to turn back for those guys? Do I want to flipping bother? You know, I'd rather just push on to Bordeaux with this force. This force is... Okay, these guys have got... What have they actually got here? They've got a general, 2 dismounted feudal knights, and some actual armoured sergeants, together with some peasants. An honor to serve. I should be able to handle that pretty easily. And this is also a fortress. And I've got just flipping tons of catapults and trebuchets and whatever. Yeah, I think actually, you know what? This force just wants to push on. Can it make it there this turn? Can it? Yes, yes it can. Okay. Put them under siege. We'll take care of that in a moment. Good, good, good. Toulouse is also just training some new troops as well. Now that means we need to get... We've not got a great force here, to be perfectly honest. Okay. What I probably want to do, therefore, is just move everything that we can actually get over there about now. Yeah, these guys just want to go over here and help out. Buy some reinforcements. Those are a bit expensive. Screw it, I could do some actual proper cavalry for this army. And you just also provide, some more flipping cavalry. Not great, but it'll do. It's a good enough relieving force for the time being. So, the problem is these guys have got a not terrible army. They've got the mercenary crossbowmen. They've got themselves, mercenary spearmen. But they've got dismounted chivalric knights who are really good. Like, attack 14... Defense 22, so in general, the little kind of arrows that are coming out of the towers will just kind of plink off them. And the actual garrison here is pretty feeble, because I wasn't really expecting an attack over here. The Norse archers will hold the line for a time, but they will definitely lose to chivalric lads, and their arrows won't do much on the approach either. The forces of Nottingham could come to reinforce here, and the forces of Nottingham could also swing south and actually take out, oh yeah, the Spanish capital. Could just fall to us very, very easily, in fact. If we just... I assume there's a path here through the mountains. What's going to be the best way to do this? Yeah, I'd say relieve these guys, destroy this, then come back over here. Yeah, bring some forces from the UK, destroy the Spanish incursion force, and then swing down and take out their capital. That'll leave them with a citadel, but the citadel won't really be able to train anything because they won't have the money to do it. So that probably works pretty well, all things considered. Now, I know we might need some of these troops to deal with the Portuguese situation, but we don't need all of them. Yeah, you'd be better off actually just moving south. Carl Bengtsson, once he's done with the Inverness situation, let's just quickly build him some stuff here to deal with that. Lovely, that should be plenty. I don't think there's much left here. Highlands, Highland rabble. Excellent, so there are still some true Scotsmen up here yet, but not for too much longer. Yeah, in all fairness, he can manage here. You, my good man, Torren, because you're actually a skilled bureaucrat and all of that, and actively disloyal as well. You should head south, deal with the Spanish. Oh, an adulteress. +1 dread, -1 party, -1 morale for all troops on the battlefield. Dear, oh, flipping dear. I think you've got a fool as +1 morale, so that kind of counteracts that. Tourney entrant is also good, +1 chivalry. You're a confusing contradiction of a man, aren't you? Yes, yes, you flipping are. Right, you bring some troops down south in a flipping hurry. We need...
We will not surrender these waters easily.
Right, swordsman militia. 2 guys right here. Right, I'd say, screw it. Let's just attack these guys. Yeah, clear victory. Now, those guys have fled up there. That's more flipping Portugal. Did you just jump ship, or was that a different ship? Right, you go for these guys. Right, okay. So now automatically resolve that battle. Another clear victory. We've taken out half those guys. Right, go and find them. Where are they? Would you believe... Oh, the Papal States aren't happy about this. Okay, but we've chased off one of their armies. That's the important thing. Where is it? It's over there. Where can it get to next turn? Don't know. But we can't... I mean, if we can sink that, that's a big army, an expensive army... together with a factioner and a family member. We should sink that boat if we can. And if I do this, then next turn I'll be able to see where this should actually be. Yeah, then they've got this force here that the forces of Wales and Dublin together should be able to handle. That'll be fine. This force up here is nothing, so don't worry about that. Yeah, what I'm also going to do is, though it's a bit on the expensive side, I'm just going to train 1 basic boat. Because, yeah, I want a boat here in case these forces in New House need to get over to Ireland in a hurry. Right, that means I'm much more comfortable sending a good, healthy number of troops south to deal with the Spanish situation. Okay, so this force is now heading south, but there's no boat waiting for them right now. So once again, just train a new dragon boat just for the sake of ferrying them about, because this fleet might be too busy chasing off these bastards for the time being. What if we just picked up their fine officer? Marvellous. And a mercenary captain. Better and better and better. I mean, quite frankly, this force, combined with reinforcements from over here, might just be able to straight up knock Spain out of the game right now, leaving us with a citadel. Because the Pope generally takes a dim view on factions who begin the wars. So generally, even if I actually attack the Spanish now, the Pope will be pretty fine with it, because the Pope doesn't actually care, because the Spanish started it, so it's okay. Now, I should probably also, I just need to, hang on, that's just, wasn't this just, yeah, 3 catapults. Have we got any decent flipping? No, there's nothing decent there. Okay, let's just get some basic cheap dismounted Huscarls over here, just for the sake of there being reinforcements, though money is tight right now. Money is very tight. But those guys can just run these guys down. That'll be 100% fine. Everything's fine over here. Put the tax rate up in Paris. We need to get a bit more money out of all of this situation yet. And, oh yeah, Frankfurt. And it's pretty garbage army. There's 1 good unit in there. Other than that, yeah, armoured sergeants, fine. Dismounted feudals, fine. But they're not necessarily at full strength. Other than that, it's a lot of trash. That is a lot of trash. But I don't really dare move these troops out of Magdeburg or advance with this force. Because that's not a great force either. I mean, it might just be swarmed. There's too many units there for the time being. Okay. Ignore that. Just be ready to deal with potential Venetian backstabbing, because I feel like the entirety of Europe is now pretty much united against me. This will be... hang on, from everyone in Europe... yeah, that'll be in terms of Catholic kingdoms. I will be at war with the entire rest of the Catholic world if the Venetians attack me, apart from the Pope himself, who does still hate me regardless. Oh, I need to retrain some troops over here. Not many. It's been a very light tap to these guys. Hang on, I need to do some merging over here first. Right, that's better. So, fix up you, fix up you, fix up you. Lovely. Now, if the flipping Moors return again, we should be ready for them. Now, the other big thing we need to talk about, gunpowder just got invented, so that's flipping nice. Let's go find somewhere where we can talk about gunpowder. So, gunpowder basically adds new buildings or new things that existing buildings actually flipping do. Often more so in cities, though actually one big thing that just happens to have come up first is ballista towers can now be upgraded to cannon towers. Oh, cannon towers are hilarious, and we should get them in production in the Middle East immediately, because they will do an excellent, excellent job versus the Mongols. Had the Mongols come in faster, they wouldn't have needed to deal with my cannon towers, but as it is, unfortunately, that's exactly what they'll be taking on. So a citadel with cannon towers is nigh impregnable, even to huge numbers of far superior full stack armies. So that's one thing we get right there, which is lovely. This is also what the higher tier of militia kind of drill squares are for, because generally, like, before this point, higher tiers of drill squares were completely pointless, aside from providing a little bit more lore sometimes. Though actually, not even that, 15% lore. But now, they actually start having a point, which is they produce handgunners, and army barracks at the very top tier produce these chappies. So, the thing about these chappies is, they're not actually very good, to be perfectly honest. Like, they're okay. Like, Defense 13 and Missile Attack 13 is nice, because it's armor piercing. So that probably looks like pretty good. And Melee Attack 11 as well. You're probably looking at that and thinking, well, why on earth would you say those aren't very good? They're horrendously short range. The range of their indirect fire is incredibly short. The rate of fire is incredibly slow. They're useful to have a few of, because they can basically just get around the back of the enemy and just fire into the rear of them, and fire causes panic. But they're not great. They're not great at all. These guys are a little bit more on the interesting side, because you probably also notice, yeah, that the actual upkeep is actually a little bit less, though they are poncy as anything. They look a little bit odd next to traditional Viking armies, quite frankly, but whatever. And then we've actually got, yeah, the missile attack then is 14, but the defense is way down, the melee attack is way down, but the rate of fire and the range are both a bit up on these lands. So they're a bit more interesting, but once again, yeah, fired at close range and quite accurate. They're not that long range. Like, really, you need musketeers, because they've actually got longer range gunfire. Then you might do alright. But unfortunately, the Danish don't get those. The Danish just don't get great gunpowder troops full stop. So I might bring a few in just for fun, but for the most part, it's not really worth it. The more interesting fun thing, by the way, is this also represents a bit of a kind of a change in the game's ethos, because these troops are pretty darn good, but you'll also notice that pretty much all the gunpowder troops are trained out of cities, not castles. So all of a sudden, well-developed military infrastructure in cities becomes a lot more valuable, because if you can afford it and you can maintain them, yeah, actually, higher tier militia troops supported by gunpowder can be a really, really effective force, and all the gunpowder troops are effective against armour, and castles, what they're good at is producing really heavily armoured troops. So all of a sudden, the pendulum has swung slightly, and now the really advanced militia stuff actually becomes a lot better and a lot more viable. And of course, if you can change everything over to cities, and thus you get the economic benefits as well, you can field more armies. So generally, the game now takes a shift away from castles towards cities, as well as the fact that, yeah, as was mentioned previously, cannons also became a thing. And cannons are really powerful against walls. So walls will just become a lot less important. So the advantage that castles gain from multiple tiers of walls has also just been significantly degraded, which is fun. Though, again, like, the cannons that are produced by the Danish are not the best or the most fun. Some factions get some really hilarious ones. Like, the Italian factions get just, like, a massive, great, big, stupidly massive cannon, which is hilarious. I think that's them, or maybe that's the... might be the Turks. I can't remember who gets that. One faction gets a ridiculously stupid mega cannon, which is fun. But yeah, these guys are just hilarious. The basic bombard, 120 versus buildings. Also, very long range and still does a really good job versus troops. So it's a decent starting point. Like, cannons aren't really for actually taking on, you know, armies, but there can be a bit of a move in that direction. There can be some more fun stuff here. Like, this chappie is actually made for taking on troops, which is just quite frankly hilarious, where we've actually got, like, you know, a big cannon organ thing that just fires loads and loads of missiles really fast. These guys are hilarious. So, like, the factions that get the actual cannons, where the cannons are designed to take out enemy armies, they strike me as the most fun. And that's the sort of thing we kind of want to rush to. There's also just more advanced cannon, and then ultimately, yeah, the serpentine thing over here, which again is kind of more dedicated to taking out armies, because the attack versus buildings isn't spectacular. So I kind of like the Danish cannon selection, because you do get, like, multiple cannons that are designed more to be actually taking out troops than anything else, which is kind of fun. So, like, you know, we probably want to get some of that into production as soon as possible into the Middle East, because, yeah, if we could just get kind of, you know, some of these guys and some of these lads into production in time for the Mongols to shop, that would be hilarious, because then we'll have really long-range cannon fire, and they won't. So that'd be nice too. You'd also notice some new stuff starting to show up in the sea. So, for example, we've got this lovely little gun hulk starting to show up here. So, basically just a superior gun that's got the beginnings of cannons on it. But yeah, more interestingly, if we actually go down to, I think this can't be built before, the naval dry dock, well, we've got the first look at, ooh, a much more modern looking ship indeed. This thing is a real master of the seas right now, and it is ready to kick ass. It's got other functions as we actually, you know, get on to later in the game. For the time being, we probably need to worry about that. And also, you've probably noticed previously, the naval academies that I can actually set up, they do actually give me, yeah, experience bonus for ships with cannons, so that's finally flipping relevant for something. Other factions get a few more interesting options. Like, I think it's the Holy Roman Empire that now, if it's got really high-level stables, can train horses that have, like, handguns on them if they've got the really high-level stables. So they're kind of cool, because they can get around the back of the enemy and then just fire into the rear, which is really nice to do. I can't remember what they're called now, but I think they get those, which is kind of fun. And now also we can start building things like, yeah, the Alchemist Lab if you've got the Great Market for upgrading firearms, then upgrade that to the Alchemy School for upgrading cannons as well, and then finally, yes, upgrading all artillery and gunpowder weapons at a university +1. So yeah, basically, these things are really expensive, but if you want to really double down on gunpowder, which is not a bad idea if you're swimming in money, I'm not right now because I've got a few wars going on, but if we can settle down the European situation, we might be able to get some really good gunpowder and cannons going on here. But also floating around is now the Alchemist Guild for, yeah, experience bonus for gunpowder, and experience bonus for gunpowder troops global +1, so very worth having. And indeed, experience bonus for gunpowder troops recruited +2 global effect. If you can get the Alchemist headquarters, get it in your empire, because it's seriously good. So that's probably not going to make an immediate impact on me, to be honest, but certainly going forward we need to start having a think about that. Paris might be well developed enough for... No, Paris doesn't quite actually have enough to even have handgunners yet. You really need to have been investing in militia barracks. Like, even at this point in the game, because this shows up about, like, turn 105 or thereabouts. Like, most players, even if you've got a really powerful economy, won't have bothered going up to things like militia barracks and beyond. There just hasn't been much point so far. But yeah, down here in the Middle East, let's start spending some money in this part of the world, because we most certainly want as soon as possible. Hang on, who's already got these? There we are, cannon towers. 4 turns, 6,400 florins. Bit on the expensive side, but yeah, worth having a think about, certainly. So, Antioch. Why don't you actually get... Actually, that's probably a bit vulnerable, to be honest. Yeah, Acre. This is safer. You, get on a basic gunsmith, because a basic gunsmith for producing basic cannons is really cheap. So, cannons can start showing up so fast, because 800 for a building in 3 turns, yeah. A lot of people will start building that just because it's so flipping cheap immediately. Jerusalem, you're at large stone walls. Gaza, okay, Gaza should probably also start building, but actually I'm pretty much out of money. I'm a bit poor right now, so let's just get this army moving up here. We've got the flipping Sicilians floating around. They need to be seen off as well, because everyone decided to attack us simultaneously for obvious bloody reasons. But yeah, we've actually just attacked the Mongols. We're at war with them. Hopefully, they'll come... The Pious! Seriously? Wow, okay. I kind of want to get a spy to look at this guy, because I'm kind of curious what his deal is. Oh, that's weird. I actually just spied on the army, but I haven't got his traits. I thought you always got the traits of a general when you spied on the army. That's weird. Okay, whatever. I guess you're just a better spy at this point, so I guess that's fine at least. But he also gets rocket launchers and things that seem a little bit, you know, gunpowdery before we get gunpowder in Europe, because I suppose they've come from the Far East, so that kind of makes a little bit of sense too, I suppose. Now, what do we need to do that's actually a priority right now? This force is coming in here. This force is ready to intercept these guys. Ah! We need to move into Bordeaux and clear the French out of their last actual proper castle. Because Dijon, town. Zaragoza, town. And down here, basic castle. So clear the French out of here, we'll be in a much better position. And all we've really got to do is, yeah, knock down the walls and just slowly take down these troops. It's really just about the 3 solid units of infantry there. Fine. With all of these catapults and trebuchets, we should be able to just blast our way through. Now, what are we looking at here? Ah, yes, of course. Northern European styles. We've seen this many times before. So we just need to knock down that, walk along these streets. Yeah, job done. No problem here. Okay, in that case, let's just get our guys right up to the front here. If they're stupid enough to actually try and hold the walls, then with this much firepower, we might be able to take out the walls while they're actually still on the walls, which would be kind of hilarious, yes. And I do actually have some spearmen with me with upgraded weapons. Well, that's nice. That'll definitely help out in the event that we need to take on that cavalry. Which we probably will, because we're assaulting the city and it's got cavalry in it, so I'm not even sure why I phrased it that way. And we're short on cavalry ourselves, but don't worry about that. That won't make much difference. But we've got a great cross, so we can feel morally superior about this. And these guys are actually good spearmen too. So I can send these guys in potentially to act as a bit of like, you know, a block against cavalry if need be. Now, start the battle. Now, where are they? Wait. Have you just completely abandoned the front door? Okay, fine. You know what? I can't blame you. There's flipping trebuchets floating around. Right, well, in that case, catapults, you just take care of the actual front gate. We'll keep the powder dry on the trebuchet for the time being. And in comes the rocks! Everyone fire, and fire, and fire, and fire, and fire, and... I think you all flipping missed. Well done. No, that guy got a couple of shots in. Well done to that guy. We're giving a bonus to this guy over here. He knows what he's doing. Okay, good. Second volley took the gates down. Lovely. Now, time to just quickly secure the streets with my troops. Then we'll just bring forward our artillery as well. Sadly, trebuchets can't actually fit through the gates. Catapults can, but trebuchets cannot, which is very, very sad indeed. So the trebuchet instead needs to go on a journey over here, because from this angle, the trebuchet should still have a shot at the actual gates. So the trebuchet is just coming around here. So they shouldn't be able to do anything about that, because they can't come out to take these walls, because I'll just kind of chop them down with my troops if they try. So trebuchet's just going to come over here, and the trebuchet can still help out. Very often, even though the trebuchet's not supposed to really be able to help out beyond the first tier of walls, if you just position it in the right place outside the city, it can still help out quite a lot. Right, while the trebuchet just moves into position, lads, you just take down the reinforced gates, please. Should be a piece of cake. Yep, lovely. Falling apart very quickly there. So, next up, they've now moved... they've moved their knights over here. That's fine. What we probably want to do is just... We may as well just take out these towers, because I don't want these activated just in case. So, let's just quickly take these lads out. Trebuchet should be... Yep, Trebuchet's in position. And can now actually turn its fire over here. And as you can see, it does a very good job helping out. So it's got a really good shot at these guys. In fact, actually, that one Trebuchet will probably take out this tower before these guys take out this tower by quite a long flipping way. Yes, indeed, this tower is the one that goes down first, and that one goes down second. Marvellous. Good. So, the towers in the centre of the wall have all been taken out. There are now armoured sergeants and crossbowmen right here. What I probably want to do now is use a function I don't normally actually bother with, which is... Hang on, the rotten cow carcass. Marvellous. I don't quite have the range. Boo, we can't quite get a rotten cow carcass in here, which is a real shame. Though you can get normal shots in here. Fine, you know what? You may as well just, if you can, just drop in some normal rocks on these lads. I'm not sure whether you've got any chance of hitting them, but give it a flipping go. Why not, eh? As for you, you might have a shot at these lads. Yeah, go on. Everyone who's got a flipping shot, you may as well flipping take it at this point. So, fire at will, and just see what you can actually hit. What's the Trebuchet going to do at this point? It might just be able to drop some rocks in on here. I was kind of hoping we could get the rotten cow carcass, which is a bad impact on morale, and... No. Okay, instead, the kind of it massively overshot and almost hit... In fact, actually, I think it did hit these guys. Did you manage to kill anyone? Is anyone dead? I'm not sure anyone's actually dead. Oh. Coming through. Not sure if they want to actually advance or not now. I probably could just move in at this point. But probably the safer thing to do would be... Actually, the safest and most sensible thing to do would be take down this wall right here. Everyone focus on this wall right here. Let's just make a second breach just to make sure we're safe here. Now, with this breach open, we should hopefully be able to... Yeah, if I bring up my archers at this point, might be able to do some good work here. Let's just bring you guys up to about, say, here. They're sometimes fiddly. You guys to here, you guys to here. Sometimes just doing them one at a time is the best way to actually get a decent result. Right, let's bring up my archers and crossbowmen. You guys can probably do some good work here. Let's just bring the mercenary crossbowmen up a little bit here. Let's just see what they can do, because they might be able to shoot straight through the gate and do some really nice work in a line. So you guys are just... Okay, you guys probably don't need to be right there. You're probably kind of getting in the way, in fact. Oh, hello. Someone's firing at... Okay, no. You want to do that? That's fine. These guys have decided they want to try and take these walls, and they're going to try and defend them. Well, that's okay, because they have just walked straight into what will be quite an effective trap, because now my catapults and trebuchets can do some good damage to this wall right here. And about 40%, that's going to do some good work. Right. Screw it. We'll just take a little bit of light damage here. What can you guys do at this point? You guys should be able to fire at something. So just take a shot if you've got it, please. You got the shot? Do you guys have a shot? I think you've got a shot, and in comes... Come on, if just a single trebuchet rock manages to make it over here, these guys are going to abandon this wall in a minute. Like, they want to keep firing, but... Oh! Yeah, 42. They're not thrilled about it. Come on. Where are the flipping trebuchets? Now, my guys are firing into the city, but I'm not sure they're necessarily doing that much good. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to bring some lads up here just to kind of act as a screening force. This is being a little bit... Screw it. You guys get over there. You guys just get over there. You guys just get over here as well. Everyone just get involved, and in comes the... Oh! That was... I think that just skimmed, unfortunately, the trebuchet shot from the side. Everyone just move forward and start shooting in. These guys, if they're still here when this hits, I think it's 60%, then a load of them are going to start dying. But we're almost out of flipping rocks for the catapults. So we might not quite make it there, which is kind of irritating. How are you guys doing, by the way? Ah! You guys are in good shape. Just fire at whatever you've got a shot at, please. How about these guys over here? Just fire over there, please. Oh, there they go. There they flipping go. That's a lot of dead crossbows right there. They're shaken beautiful. These guys are Okay, you shouldn't be in skirmish mode, thank you very much. Don't do that. Just get over there. There we go. Just get over here, fast as you can, then start shooting these guys. You guys have probably got themselves... You've got a good shot over here, right? Yeah, now you're firing through here. They're not responding. These guys are coming up on here. Should have a really good shot at the dismounted feudals. Nice. In comes some more stuff from over there. Very good. Right, take that out. Are you shooting at the wrong target? I think you're shooting at the wrong flipping target. Or you're just skimming and missing. Right, crossbowmen are abandoning the walls. They don't like the fact that the walls are about to collapse blatantly. So next, Norse archers. You just take a shot at whatever you bloody well can. Right, so now the crossbowmen are just firing into the breaches and doing a good job just, yeah, nailing the peasants. The peasants are kind of actually tanking for the dismounted feudals right now, which is very nice of them. Probably, it's fair we just actually start sending some troops in at this point, because... Oh! Okay, the trebuchet is still doing something a bit useful there. Very, very nice indeed. Might be about to make a new flipping breach, in fact. Right, let's speed this up and let these guys do their terrible work. I may as well let them fire all their arrows first. Also, we've got a third breach. Didn't really need that for anything, but screw it. Oh, hello. Someone's actually coming outside, or is at least thinking about it. No, I think they've changed their mind. Fine, you... Get over here, see what you can do over there. Skirmish mode off, please. Just get over there and just start firing. But it feels to me like they are, yeah, they're interested in coming out at this point. So probably back off. You can stay where you are, though. You guys, get over there. Just, we've got loads of troops floating around. Let's just get on top of them, please. So you guys can stay where you are. You guys need to fall back if you can. I don't want you to take much in the way of damage. Ah, you guys need to fall back as well. Yeah, they are now just attacking on all fronts. Which is fine. So now we just need to slam into them. Slow it down here. Let's just check what we've got going on. These troops should win handily one-on-one. You guys can just... No, actually, no. You're supposed to stay involved. So actually, loop around the outside and just encircle them if you can, please. Because these are peasants. So I feel like they're not going to do that well. Where are you guys? Because you guys are supposed to be taking on... Yeah, the General's Bodyguard. So we've got the General's Bodyguard right there. You focus on him, please. You guys may as well... What else is actually here? We got... Not much there. There's cross... Ah, you... Get in there and take out the crossbowmen. That would be a perfect thing for you to do. You may as well just kind of run through the breach and get that sourced out. Marvellous. Who else have we got here that's actually got any real strength? We've got dismounted Huskarls. Get over there. May as well get involved. You guys may as well get over there and help out with the... Ah, the dismounted feudals. Perfect. So right now... The mercenary spearmen are being attacked by these guys. Okay, we need you. Get over here and take out you. Norse archers are doing a competent job, but yeah, the General's Bodyguard's in a lot of trouble. These guys are now just pushing through here. These dismounted feudals are screwed, but there's another group of dismounted feudals that are just tearing apart my mercenary spearmen, and that's not really what they're supposed to be doing. I'm going to try and pull them back for a minute while these guys move over here, and then these guys can just loot around the outside, and the enemy king lies dead regardless. Marvellous, well done. Right, he'll probably break pretty soon. You have decided to come over here and... Ooh, blimey. Right, well done. So, my Norse archers have run in and are now actually making armoured sergeants almost flipping break. This flank has completely collapsed, so these guys can just basically pile into here as soon as they would flipping like to. These guys probably need to just like loop around the outside and yeah, get on top of them. Now it's just a case of a bit of a slow grinding fight in the city centre. Fine. I probably overthought that one a little bit, to be honest. I probably could have just moved in with my troops and done a lot better if I just basically charged straight in. But screw it. Let's just get you round here. Everyone else is just charging in. Very, very good indeed. We'll still take this place and we can just repair anything that's damaged. These are all castle troops. So, another group of archers gets around here, and they can just basically fire into... Screw it. They can just fire into these here armoured sergeants. Very, very nice indeed. And now my troops are just piling forward. Good, good, good. Well done, everyone. Now, the cavalry is right at the back at the minute, so we may as well get them involved if we can. And by the way, the archers should probably be all getting into the rear at the minute. You can just kind of pull back if you can, by the way. You lot. Get around here, keep these guys busy. The archers shouldn't be on the front line unless they absolutely have to be, unless they've been charged, unless they're defending themselves. And unfortunately on this occasion, they are deciding they want to. Okay, screw it. Crossbowmen, that's fine. One of you, get over here, please. Get over here, take out these bastards. Those crossbowmen are absolutely desperate to flipping take on my Norse archers hand to hand. Luckily, I've managed to finally get those guys extracted. So now, you guys just stop here and fire at whatever you want to. So now I've actually got archers on the side of the plaza who are just going to do an excellent job just basically standing, fighting, and shooting as need be. So these guys are... Oh, yeah. Now you guys are going to be a little bit on the screwed side while we just engage in a very slow grinding melee on this front. And, oh yeah, the crossbowmen are collapsing. They're actually proper crossbowmen, not militia guys. They've actually got some decent armor on them. I think like armor 12 or something, or rather defense 12, of which a large portion is armor. So yeah, these guys are actually pretty decent. They'll do a good job. These guys now just need to be taken care of as well. You just turn your fire over here. You turn your fire over here. These guys will collapse in seconds now. Beautiful. This is pretty much done. In fact, now I think there's nothing left but 6 dismounted feudals, and I think I'm kind of helping out by shooting my own guys in the back. So maybe just kind of bring my guys round the rear here. Everyone else just charge it. You've decided not to get involved. Well flipping done. You just get around here. Come on, let's get them surrounded. That'll be much more effective at dealing with these bastards. 3 left. In we go. Charge them from behind. And that will do much, much better. Lovely. In fact, actually, once again, it's my mercenary spearmen who are completely out of position and decided to take on... You were really keen to take on dismounted feudals. Don't. It's the one thing you weren't supposed to be taking on. But I think this guy... There's the last one. The last guardian of Bordeaux goes flipping down. Lovely. And yeah, we lost some troops, but I think that's fine. We can repair that up pretty quickly. And with that, yes indeed, screw it. I'm going to take the money. I need the money right now. Yeah, France's military infrastructure is pretty bloody screwed at this point. They've got nothing left but one basic castle down in the Spanish region, so that will be just flipping fine. Now, next on my list of things to do, probably just build gunpowder production facilities like literally anywhere that's going right now. You've already got them. Antioch could probably do with them as well, even though it's a large city and just can't get up to the highest tier. Let's just get gunsmiths pretty much anywhere that can have them. Adana, it's not worth it, because Adana can't even have the basic one yet. It's not even a flipping fortress. Adana, with the useless King Skapti, who is probably getting... I think he's getting worse as time goes by. I think he's actually getting worse. But he does have a dog, which is nice. Possibly we should just make the dog king. He'd do a better flipping job, useless bloody King Skapti. Now, what else do we need to do here today? Does anywhere else urgently need, say, yeah, access to cannons? I don't think anywhere really does. It probably wouldn't hurt to have some basic cannons going into the fights around here. So maybe, actually, Staufen, as Staufen is relatively... Well, it's a fortress. Yeah, screw it. Get Staufen to have that. Why not? And at the same time, just produce some basic troops there. We could just do with some decent troops to hold out just in case... Yeah, the Imperials decide to force the issue. I'm not sure there's much here. That's a pretty trash army. But if we clear that out, the way to Bern is wide open. And Bern is... a castle. Good. So we might see our first actual cannons in action there. Very, very nice indeed. Ah, yes, we do also have probably some more... Oh, yes, we've got more retraining to do that we can't possibly afford. Screw it, we'll do some of it at least. Yeah, at Thorn, we've got more decent troops there. The retraining here is... the retraining here is more important. Thorn needs to wait, sorry. You guys wait. The retraining down here, we could do that. Yeah, that's better. Anything we can actually train here? Not much, to be honest. Just flipping peasant archers. Does this force want to start moving north? Probably not. And we've got these guys here. I think there's some troops hidden around here somewhere. Troops from Lasagna might want to move in, but they'd be a bit vulnerable on their own. So, is it time for these troops to start moving north? Maybe wait for that retraining to be done. And the forces that are at Thorn, that are actually in good shape, let's just bring all of them in. Because we can actually start bringing in catapults. Yeah, bring them in immediately. Because we've got no catapults here. Yes, good. Because Vilnius is... It's just a castle. Okay, good. Thorn, you provide the catapults together with a fair amount of strength in terms of heavy infantry. That'll flipping do the job. Yeah. And some backup in terms of... Yeah, nice. The heavy cavalry too. Right. That force heads north. This force then heads north with... this force provides the spearmen. Nice. So this force provides the spearmen right flipping here. There's a river in the way, so we'll need to head in this direction. That's fine. So you provide the spearmen. You're also providing the Norse archers, a little bit more heavy cavalry, and one tiny bit of heavy infantry. But most heavy infantry is coming from the other side, and that's 10 as well. Right, this comes over here, lays down a watchtower. Now, problem is, where's that Polish army that I know's around here somewhere? Okay, bit concerned about that, but that's fine. These two forces together will be the forces that knock Poland out of the world forever. Poland will be defeated once and for all. These armies have got more than enough strength to do it. Very, very good indeed. Now, once again, we're out of money. What's the next move against France? Do we move against Dijon? I've probably got enough strength here to move against Dijon, but I've got to deal with the Spanish first, and possibly I should just swing south and knock out Zaragoza, because then they're down to nothing but one castle, and then the capital. Yeah, the forces around here need to be kind of committed to the risk of Imperial incursion for the time being. Once the Imperial situation calms down, if we can just take Bern, then the forces that take Bern will probably meet up with reinforcements coming from the north, and after that point, yeah, they can move on Dijon. That'll be fine. You can't move this turn. I think you've still got some movement. Yeah, you've still got some movement. You head over to Hamburg. Help out with that, please. And you, please don't backstab us. I'd like at least one friend in Europe, rather than being at war with literally everyone simultaneously. Please just walk straight past us and start moving south down towards Venice. Meanwhile, over in Iasi, though I'm not convinced this is the best idea, I'll give it a flipping go. I'm going to bring some troops straight over here. Yeah, I'm going to bring some troops right to here. And next turn, you're going to drop a watchtower. And then if you can, you're going to make it straight over to Bran. Alright, and we're going to move in with a single flipping ballista, which is probably enough, hopefully. I think one ballista will be enough to get past 3 sets of gates, because gates are flimsy. Gates are really flipping flimsy. So, hopefully that'll work. The thing is, if we take that, then yeah, that's a city. This is a... that's a city. Yeah, that's a city. And that's a city. We'll have taken their only actual castle off them. With literally no castles, they don't really have the money or the tech to invest in gunpowder troops, so their armies will be massively weakened by that. Yeah. Pretty happy with that, actually. In fact, actually, Breslau... what's at Prague? Nothing much is at Prague, but the forces at Nuremberg are ready to return to Prague to assist if the Hungarians are about to attack, which I strongly suspect they are. But there's not much retraining I can do here, to be honest. I can increase the, you know, the armor of some of these lads, but that's about your lot. Oh, that could put us in a difficult position. If this force moves... actually, no. This force, ideally, will put Nuremberg under siege. I beat them in a sally battle, and then immediately roll back over to Prague. But this force is mainly troops from an actual castle. And if it's going to bounce between Nuremberg and Prague, that means there's nowhere I can retrain these guys. I might need to get reinforcements from Staufen over there, but they need to deal with... ooh, this is looking not quite 100% safe yet. Still... if we could just get these Venetians out of the way, or ideally pull them into a position where I can actually start a battle that pulls them into the war against the Imperials, that'd be marvellous. Speaking of which, technically, the Venetians are... okay, our relations are supposed to be good right now. Relations are good, so they shouldn't attack me, probably. Now, more flipping French assassins and spies. Understandably, this is kind of why I want to take their towns off them. I'm kind of sick of all the bloody French agents everywhere. So I wouldn't mind just taking their towns off them so they can't train any bloody more. More flipping French agents. Bloody hell. Right, so it looks like, yeah, with Bordeaux lost, they're now going to start reinforcing Zaragoza as best they can, understandably. Though actually, small force looks like it's heading towards flipping Paris. Okay. Hang on, what do you want? You know you can't take that city. There's way too much there for you to break the walls and the garrison. Interesting. Not sure what your plan is. Imperials are more interesting, however. They've got some big armies floating around. What are they planning for their armies? Because their armies are kind of scary sometimes. Right. In comes one merchant just bumbling around here. Show me what the big army's going to do. Okay. Reinforcements back into Bern. But then immediately leave Bern again. And then just stand close by to Bern. Okay, that works to my advantage. That way, if they're just going to stand there... oh. Okay, you're possibly just trying to get over to Frankfurt to make sure Frankfurt's safe. The forces there are... oh. Oh! The Spanish have decided to attack. Well, that's interesting. Okay, so we've got a bit of an interesting one here. So I have got a really, really crappy force that's just guarding the town. But I've got some much better reinforcements who definitely need to be controlled by me, thank you very much, who are actually coming in momentarily. This force has dismounted chivalrous. Actually, it's got 1 ram and 1 ladder. I'm worried that they've got a spy in this city. I'm not sure why Spain would have a flipping spy up here, but if they did, then that would explain why they were attacking now, because the AI attacking with 1 ram and 1 ladder is a weird situation. Okay, we'll have to see what they do. We'll also have to get these guys either slamming into the rear of the Spanish or just getting into the city to reinforce. This is going to be an interesting one, actually. This is not going to be a walkover, because chivalric dismounteds are no joke. No, we're doing it to deploy. The Spanish have just decided to attack with Yeah. Weirdly, with nothing but a ram and the ladders, though understandably, both of them are going to be manned by the dismounted chivalrics. So they think they can basically just walk up with their dismounted chivalrics and take over this area. Now, they're probably right, to be perfectly honest. They probably are completely 100% right, but what else can we do? Okay. What we probably need to do is we need to stop that ram. The ram needs to be taken care of. So, Norse archers need to be over here shooting at this thing with flaming arrows and not be on skirmish mode. Okay, I need the... Oh, you guys have got decent armor at least. That's, you know, nice, I guess. You guys up here, keep these towers going, keep these towers going. You guys around here, ready to reinforce. They must not be actually... Okay, we need these guys down here on the off chance they actually get through. And then you, my good man, need to be ready to support. Okay, let's just keep some troops down here. What we need to do is, yeah, have these guys right here guarding this area. Anyone comes through this gate, then these guys need to basically charge into them from the side. So we'll get you way over, way over. Or we'll just move you when the battle begins. Fine, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Right, okay. Get back over there. We've now got a bunch of troops coming in. Flaming arrows needs to be going for this ram as soon as possible. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I need that thing to burn. I need it to burn. There we go. Good. Right. So, flaming arrows over here. We need this thing to catch fire. Please flipping catch fire. This ladder's going to make it to the walls. That's fine. But if we're very lucky, the towers might be able to do a good job. Now, the reinforcements are... Ah! The reinforcements are literally right behind. That's closer to the battle than I was expecting. Okay, so the reinforcements I've got are some good quality dismounted Huskars and Norse swordsmen with upgraded armor and weapons. Now, one-on-one, they'll flipping slaughter these here mercenary spearmen. The problem is, getting them into the city is going to be a flipping challenge. Right. I probably need something to go and just hold the plaza, just in case. The scouts could go round here. Yeah, the scouts aren't going to contribute much, are they? No. Okay, so what the scouts are going to do is the scouts are just going to run round here, and they're going to go find this gate, and they're going to make it to the plaza. Okay, so you guys are excused from the battle proper. The rest of you start just moving forward at this point, okay? And momentarily, we're going to get this guy in the battle as well. Right, lovely. All of you just start moving forward, because the problem is now the Spanish army is literally between... Oh... They got... No, they're not. They haven't been slowed down yet. Come on, come on, come on. I need this thing to catch fire. Gosh, flipping darn it. I need this thing to catch fire. There's loads of people catching fire, but that's not good enough. Come on, come on, come on. Please burn. Please flipping burn. Please flipping burn. Okay, not looking great so far. You guys probably need to start flipping running at some point because you're a long flipping way back. Right, okay. Screw it. I can buy time using the cavalry, can't I? Yes, yes I can. So where's the cavalry? I've got 3 solid units here. Not much. Why are you here? I swear I told you to not be here, but alright, fine. Cavalry, go ahead. Just, if you can, slam it. They've got the thing to the gates. Darn it. Okay, that's fine. These guys are going to slaughter these guys, but they're going to do a surprisingly competent job holding them off. You guys need to, at this point, just come out of flaming arrow mode and just basically start shooting at anything that moves down there, because normal arrow mode is faster. We'll do some good damage at least. The cavalry can do something. The cavalry can buy time, okay? Mercenary Frankish, round here. You two, round here. At this point, what I want to do is I just want to have my cavalry slamming into the rear of these guys that haven't climbed the ladders yet. And these guys need to slam into the ram to stop that opening up the gate. How's the gate doing? 87%! That's no good! That's a concern. That's about to go down in the next... Wait, what? They've stopped! What's going on here? That's interesting. Okay, you guys have come over here to try and relieve this side. Fine. That's okay. You guys, get out of there. Don't get involved just yet. In which case, let's just get you guys right over here into the corner. 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 That's mercenary crossbowmen. And you, I need you to... Yep, hit these guys. You guys, hit these guys. Just charge along the side here. This is dangerous, but it's keeping their leader out of the way. That is not who I really want you to charge. Okay, they've made it through. Darn it. They got another hit in. I'm not sure why they did. Something's broken back there. Doesn't really like being slammed in the side, which is fine. You guys, get out of there. You guys, get out of there. These guys just need to slam over and over and over again forever into whatever's going. You get over there and hit these guys. What's trying to climb at this point? Nothing major. Okay, now, actually, this has worked to my advantage. Because that flipping ram is now stuck in the gateway, causing trouble. You get out of there. You're not going to help at all. So you get out of there. These guys are now thundering across the plain. The flipping faction leader of whatever this guy is, he's probably not, he's just a general, is now going to be out of the way. And now, in comes a great big charge over here. And just hopefully does some good damage, doesn't do much, mind. Yeah, they've actually all been kind of bottled up right here. These guys are right over here. These guys now need to do... You need to do one big charge, because screw it. Why the bloody hell not, eh? Where's the leader? The leader's naffed off. Get in over here. Get in over here. Just everyone just keep slamming into the rear of these lads over and over and over again. I know this is cavalry slamming into spearmen, but it's the only flipping chance we've got at this point, because this thing is doing a really good job bottling them up just for the time being. Just slam into you. Now, round here, mercenary spearmen slamming into you. Just hit these guys at the back. This can't be good for their flipping morale. In comes the... That was not an actual lance charge. You failed so badly right now. I need you to get your lancers down. Where are the flipping lancers? Right, okay, everyone just draw the flip up hit. No, not you. Whoever I just gave this order to, you stop doing that. How are you guys doing? You guys doing okay? These scouts are holding on. Ooh, how are you guys doing? You're at 62 strength. You guys are wavering. You guys, okay, it's time for you guys. Go over here and relieve these guys, okay? Help out on the walls as far as you can. You guys are not doing well. I need you guys to back off for the time being. You guys need to just... line up and hit these guys. You guys need to be running. Why are you not... Run, you bastards. Run. Okay. These guys are... Okay, that's drawing the king off. The king is now not currently involved, which is good. He's probably, aside from the chivalrics, the toughest thing going. You guys need to... Right, this is interesting. They're now backing off. They're backing off from the gate, at least for the time being. You guys just redraw up. You guys... redraw up and just keep leading their king off. As long as their leader's not floating around, that actually works for me. So now, where are you guys going? There's mercenary spearman 81. Right now, there's nothing really here at the front gate, but now they're concerned about the cavalry that are around here. And at this point, the infantry's made it. Okay, infantry is here. Good, you guys keep moving forward, please. You're under fire right now. You guys are... Ah! There's mercenary crossbowmen back here shooting these guys in the back. Well, that's fascinating. Right, you guys, go and chase off those lads, please. Right, lovely. And you, just keep heading off in this direction. I need you to do this faster, by the way. Get out of there. Now, seriously, you guys, just ram into these guys. These guys are now moving forward. These guys are chasing off those guys. You just need to chase off these guys. You just basically keep their king dancing and keep him exhausted. Because now I've got cavalry thundering over the plains, and these guys should get a flipping lance charge in. Come on. How are your lancers not down right now? How is that a thing, you stupid bastards? Right, okay. Back out, because apparently you failed at your literal one job. Right, back over here. We've got... Get moving! Get moving faster! Oh, dear. Right, you, I need you to get out of there, because you are... Actually, you're not outnumbered. You're not outnumbered at all. Okay, right. What the heck is going on here? Right, get over here. Support as best you can. What's going on at the actual front door? No one's coming into the bloody city. This is such a weird fight. Right, get around the back of there, and you just keep leading them off for the time being. Right, okay. Now, you, get into here. You, get into here. Surround their leader. Take him out. You've chased off those mercenary crossbowmen. Good. These guys are now ready to actually move into position. You, and... you and you. Now, the chivalric knights are still fighting and winning up on here. In fact, actually, I'm pretty sure they've won at this point. Yeah, they've cleared out the Norse lads. But now I've got proper flipping infantry coming in here. Right, now, in comes these guys to the side. Now, if I'm really lucky, I'll be able to kill this guy. I'm at 31, he's at 24. This is quite frankly a crapshoot as to who's going to lose their general. Where's my general? He's currently safe at the back. Okay, he's safe for the time being. These guys are just coming in over here. These guys are just going to slam into these guys. Go on, provide some cover. Just hopefully cause a break. They're already wavering. Okay, something's broken. Good. Good. Right, this is looking good at the front door. You guys, loop forward, get around the side of these bastards. The chivalric knights are just pushing straight for the flipping plaza, but their backup is now screwed. Go. And go. Excellent. The mercenaries have collapsed. The mercenaries have completely collapsed. What the bloody hell's going on over here, by the way? That's down to 13 versus 23. My leader is still safely at the rear. There's their leader. He's looking way more exposed, to be honest. So someone just start chopping at him for a bit. Good. Can we send reinforcements in that direction? I think we might be able to. Now, at this point, there's mercenary crossbowmen are just being flipping swarmed. You guys, just get over here. These are, that's mercenary crossbowmen taking on my actual leader. He needs to get out of there. Okay, we've taken out their leader. Okay, the leader of the force is actually dead. You need to get, okay, you're breaking. What's actually left here? Not much. It's flipping, it's 36 spear militia taking on flipping dismounted chivalrics, and even with their leader dead, they're going to keep fighting. Doesn't flipping bother them. That's mercenaries. They're screwed. Right, all of this is cleared out. Right, all of you, except for the horses, get over here. Now get in the city. Now, is their leader? Their leader's broken. Right, okay. Their leader's broken and dead. Mercenary spearmen are fleeing. Screw those guys. Get back over here to the main fight. So at this point, I should be able to... Yeah, one-on-one, these forces... Oh, bloody hell. Now the bottleneck's working against me. Okay, you guys are stuck over here. Get out of there and let the infantry through. What's actually approaching the plaza right now? It's... Okay, what have we got? We've got some... We've actually got some indirect fire going on here who are probably... I'm guessing firing at the chivalrics. Because there's some chivalrics there. Right, they're down to 40. If we can just get our heavy infantry on them, we'll be sorted. These guys, yeah, Norse swordsmen. Just take care of that. But these two, I need you to be focusing on these guys. These guys are shaken. They're not happy about their leader. They're not about literally everyone being dead. Oh, this has been a fun fight, hasn't it? Oh, it's been a while since we've had a challenge like this. Good. Right, now... We just need to get around these guys. They're wavering. They don't like the fact their leader's dead. Everyone else is broken and they're on their own in a city. They don't like that one little flipping bit. Now you are Norse swordsman pursuing. Get over these guys. And yeah, the flipping ram left in the gateway to be rammed to the side of them. That really worked to our advantage at the beginning. Oh, it's done. No. Ride them down. I want all of them ridden down, damn it. I want everyone dead at this point. Who's even left over there? Someone's left over here. You go take care of that. And you lot, make sure these guys don't get away. They're fleeing... They're fleeing, like, within my city. No, they're not. It's fine. Right, good. And you guys, get over here. Right, good. Speed this up. Job done. Now that was tough. We only lost a third of our troops as well. The reinforcements really saved the day, but that was a fun one. I'm glad we had that battle. So yeah, we lost a hell of a lot of men, but it's worth it. We've held them back and wiped them out to the last man. Beautiful. And I think these guys are definitely being executed. Screw them. Fine. So, Spain's boat is now napping off. And the Venetians are changed to the Holy Roman Empire. Please just tell them that you're declaring war on them. Please let that be it. Oh, okay. Venetians now heading south again, not betraying me just yet, but probably will in about 5 minutes. In come some Sicilians. Are you merging into... Nope. You're not merging into one army. That's fine. I'll take you all on. I think this force is more than strong enough to destroy you. The Moors, having just lost their entire army, will probably now sue for peace. It's traditional for them to do so. Nope, not at this point. They're happy to just kind of, you know, build a new army, send that in 5 or 10 minutes or thereabouts. And the Polish have decided not to attack Kiev. Instead, they're pulling back to... Ooh! Hello! Are you actually attacking me? No, you're not attacking me. You don't dare because you know you'd lose. Well, that's fine. We're not kind of coming after you anyway. We're actually more... You're just about to attack a flipping Imperial merchant. That's a bit pointless. Nope, no, he's not. Or if he did, he failed. One big Hungarian army heads south. Are they planning to attack this turn? And if they are, I'm going to attack them straight back at Bran. I've got a really good attack straight into Bran, take their citadel off them. Then they'll be screwed. No, naffing off? Nope, don't dare. Right, Papal States, just going around having a chat with some folks. And, ooh, I'll tell you what, this is actually the first turn since we did actually officially declare war on the Mongols. Looks to me like they're moving with a bit more purpose. We might finally get that fight in Adana we've been angling for. Oh, yes. That looks a bit more purposeful than we've seen in the past, doesn't it? Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, I think they're coming for Adana. good flipping riddance. And the Pope wants me to stop hostilities with Portugal. Okay, seriously, the Portuguese are so about to attack me, and it's not going to be my fault, but whatever. The Pope's even just given Portugal their own cardinal. Screw the Pope, seriously. Milton Keynes is ready to be upgraded. I'm not sure whether we can afford it, to be honest, but yeah, we're a bit low on the old money. We might need to spend the money we do have on cannon production facilities. Still, northern France is safe for the time being, if badly, badly battered. But well done, lads. Seriously, well done. That was a really, really good hold right there. You guys should probably also fall back to Angers for retraining. I feel like you deserve a bit of a day off before we crack on. And don't you worry, lads. We've got reinforcements coming in. This force here is totally going to be taking out... Oh, this is even better. Look at what... Oh, no, I can't attack these guys. If I attack these guys, that's flipping excommunication. Oh, balls to the... Okay, if I got excommunicated, would that be the worst thing in the world? Would that really be that bad? Okay, don't, but just move over here and just move into these guys, like, area of control. They can still totally get ashore anywhere they want. Is that excommunication if I attack them? Yeah, this will result in excommunication. Okay, me and the Pope are fine for the time being. I'll let Portugal continue being stupid. For now. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's enough for now, but we have got plenty coming up very, very soon indeed. The siege of the very final Polish city, the end of Poland. Potentially our own excommunication, because it might actually start being worthwhile to just get ourselves excommunicated. Just let us actually go and finish off Portugal once and for all. Revenge against the Spanish. We are sending a massive army straight over to their capital to take that, and possibly rolling straight on and knocking them out of the game entirely to give ourselves a nice, solid, meaty, citadel-shaped foothold in central Spain. That would certainly be very, very welcome indeed. And beyond that, well, I think now that we have officially poked the bear, the Mongols are coming. Yes. I think they're on their way at this point. I think we've managed to officially provoke them into action. I suspect we shall see them coming down to Adana pretty bloody soon indeed. And good old King Skapti's waiting for them. He's ready, damn it. He's happily going to give his life. Actually, not necessarily happily. He's going to give his life one way or the other. Doesn't really matter whether he wants to or not. That's totally happening. So all of that is coming very, very soon indeed, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd. And this has been Medieval 2 Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye. We've all learnt a valuable lesson here. When people have the zombie plague, don't allow them into confined spaces with you. We should just actually, like, use cannons. Do we have cannons? Use the cannons. Oh, they've got a big hammer. That's what the noise is. And a pirate's just rammed them. Okay, I think we're in a traffic jam on the sea.